All praises. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So who's the head of man? Okay, read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Uh-huh.
And the head of Christ is God.
Right, read.
Every man praying or prophesying.
So when the Bible comes out, that's the spirit of prophecy. According to Revelation 19. Let's get that one more time.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus.
The testimony of Jesus. We agree the Bible is the testimony of Jesus? All praises.
Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
So the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy, right? The Bible is the spirit of prophecy. So if you're reading the Bible, you are prophesying, correct? Read.
1 Corinthians 11, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Every man praying or prophesying.
So we're prophesying right now, correct? And you're in the midst of prophecy right now, correct? Read.
Having his head covered, dishonoring his head.
So if you have your head covered in the spirit of prophecy, you dishonor your head, which is Christ, right? What you did what you're supposed to do. Uncover your head. You uncover your head when the Bible's coming out. That is easy. That's easy. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you honor Jesus Christ.
Right.
When his testimony is coming out. So that's one thing you weren't doing right that you just corrected. You have a spirit to repent. Numbers 15. Numbers 15. Let's get into the salvation of Israel. How our men gonna come back and be gods on this earth and start doing godly things. Hey, if the speaker's too loud right there, you can actually come on this side if the speaker too loud. So you say your name Chris? Hey, Chris, as a matter of fact, come right here, Chris. Come right here in the front. Read that.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 37.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel,
Speak on the Chris.
and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments
Uh-huh.
throughout their generations.
So it says, bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. This is a fringe. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So on all your shirts, at the borders of all your shirts like this, you're supposed to have fringes. So that's the next thing you need to start doing is get fringes. What do you battle with?
Depression, anxiety, all the world stuff. Moves, different moves. I not control it.
I'm gonna show you why none of that should bother you.
It really don't. At all.
You smoke?
That's me, that's
1 Corinthians 3.
it. Bring it out.
1 Corinthians 3.
Think about myself.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
You're the temple of God. Your body is the temple of God. Read.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Uh-huh.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So when you roll up that weed and you light it and you take that first puff, what happens every time you take that first puff of weed?
Body change.
Well, what happens? What's the initial reaction of your body? What does your body do? You don't. When you take that first hit, you don't cough. Not no more. But you did, right? You used to cough. You know what that is? That's your body rejecting the smoke. Because smoke don't belong in your temple. That's your body's way of defending itself. It's trying to get this foreign invader up out of your lungs.
Bring it out.
The reason you don't cough now is because you got a bunch of scar tissue in your lungs now. That's why you can't run. You probably can't run from right there to where that trolley is without getting tired now.
I can now.
You can now?
I just started working back out like, what, a month, 2 months ago? So I'm trying to
So
get my,
you started working out, so now you're starting to get your body back in shape. But guess what? What's going to help you get your body back in shape quicker is to leave the weed alone. Stop smoking.
You know, weed, how about the alcohol? I don't drink to get intoxicated.
As long as you're drinking in moderation, you can drink. There's no law against drinking. But the weed is a foreign object in your body. Even in science, the science they tell you, they show you the causes of weed. You're killing your brain cells. You got scar tissue in your lungs. It makes you impotent, meaning you can't have children. Can't fully prove it, but homosexuality is on the rise since since brothers have started smoking more and more weed.
There's 3 things that you need to grow marijuana: potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus. All of those are used with chemicals. All of those chemicals lower your sperm count.
They're all on the periodic chart.
But those are man-made chemicals that I'm talking about with the weed that they smoking now. It's all man-made, and it's lowering our sperm count. So it's making us sterile. Then we can't defend ourselves. They got a lot of brothers, they get their ass beat up because they can't defend themselves because they smoking all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Blowing, smoking, all that stuff, you get caught off guard, you are not sober. You are not sober. I don't give a damn how good you can fight. They got brothers that get their ass whooped all the time because they too damn high. It's called couch lock. That's why they make sativas and indicas. And a lot of people smoke indicas, well sativas. And why they get their ass whooped all the time, they can't defend themselves, and they're not clear-headed enough to even know what's going on. That's why a lot of people smoke, they got a short-term memory loss. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of people that when they smoke, after a long time of smoking, if you don't smoke, you can't eat. Tell me I'm lying. I know that because I used to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat. Why you can't eat? Because there's chemicals inside your body that's messing you up to where you can't eat. No, it's chemicals in your body that go down into your stomach that make it so where you can't eat.
See?
That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's what the brother bringing out. That's defiling your temple. And one of the judgments for that is now you can't eat.
So what verse that is? What chapter is it? First Corinthians?
That was 1 Corinthians 3:16. Read it again.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Right, read.
Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So it says, if any man defile the temple of God, he's going to destroy that man. How? Lowering your sperm count. That means you can't reproduce. You can't eat. That means you're going to waste away because you're not getting nutrients. You're killing your brain cells. Now you can't think. You're incoherent. You're getting beat up. You look at your brother like he ain't nothing. He look at you like you ain't nothing. So it's now your inhibitions are down and you don't give a damn about killing them. All that happens from weed. That's why they call it a gateway.
Right.
It's a gateway to more sin.
See?
1 Peter.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So it says be sober. That's the first thing it said. Be sober. Be vigilant. That means watchful. When you're high, are you watchful?
I'm on all 10 when I'm high. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really on all 10.
You think that you're on all 10.
I'm on all 10.
You're not clear-headed when you high. That's why they call it high. It means you're outside of your normal spiritual plane. You're on another spiritual
If I
plane.
get to that level, I'm gonna go inside. If I can't be on all 10 outside, I'm high. I'm going my inside.
Yeah, whether you this high or this high, you're still high. You're not sober, so you can't be vigilant.
Right.
It's called paranoia.
Yeah.
That's not being on all 10. It's called paranoia.
So yeah, and paranoid is the spirit.
Really?
Paranoid is another spirit. That's what that weed brings to you, different spirits. Read.
Whom resist steadfast in the
No,
faith.
read verse 8 again.
1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So that weed comes with different spirits. As that spirit of paranoia is the devil jumping on you. Got you looking at everybody side-eyed. You don't trust nobody. Now it's going to make you do something that you wouldn't normally do. Again, that's why the murder rate is so high in New Orleans, because everybody high.
God didn't give us a spirit of fear.
Everybody high.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.